take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Oh yeah, my running back's out for 4 weeks.
On first down, Mahomes. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him, so if you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go
16-yard gain.
I think the last
Hey, bro, you gonna run that defense on me?
It is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call the broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
Boy, get off me.
End zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
Bitch, where you going?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way.
Come on, bruh.
You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. Oh, no. And here's Mahomes. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace is already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the
Dicking the
bubble
fuck
because
out
he
this
thinks that
dude
he
right
can.
now.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored
Yep.
or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Cook.
Ooh. I'm going to give that to you.
It'll be a gain of
As
11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Open space inside the 10. And touchdown. 6 on the board.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us.
You're going to go crazy.
He shows everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points.
Why did he just stand there?
You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Did he actually get a first down?
He'll wind up getting
Nope.
11 on that one, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first
Let's see if I can get another 3rd down stop.
Sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big
Blitz coming and
Another 3rd down stop.
For a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
3 scores down, not even a half time
I'm trying to get him to.
much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
Huh?
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when if back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They go with a fullback line. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score.
And he just switched his coaching style to aggressive.
And carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He might do something. He might do something.
Take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's got his man on the cross.
He's moving the ball.
And he'll take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I should be worried.
Play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see.
How did I miss him? But I still got him.
I'm starting to feel bad.
I fucking read that perfectly.
Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
He got that one.
Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific.
Watch this.
One, that was huge.
Just watch.
That has to feel much better right
I'm about
now.
to expose him.
You're still in the first half. You do have the entire 2nd half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard
Just watch.
line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does that. That's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place.
Yep.
But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping, and he can't get rid
I'll give you that
He's
one.
taken down.
I couldn't find nobody wide open.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep.
Thank you.
It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the
I'm
Saints
bodying
now
the
at
fuck out this
6-0.
dude. Oh, he almost blocked that.
And you know the receivers love to
This
say,
dude's blocked
if
2
we
of my
get
punts so
even with the
far.
defender,
I mean,
we're
2 of my
leaving.
extra
And
points.
that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken
Yeah, you
about
better
7
think
yards
twice.
deep. And no
I was gonna
run
apply that
back
hit
here.
stick.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense.
No,
ready
not
to
this
take
game.
over
Like
here. I guess
in
they
the
have to
league
feel a
so
little
far,
gratified
he's
to
blocked
at
my
least get
kick
on the
twice.
board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
Dog,
maybe
you're
go 2
not
minutes.
getting
Who knows? Let's see
the
what they
yards.
decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
My pass
We just
defense
saw
is
another example of how
suspect.
the
My
defense
run
winning this
defense
game,
is
really at the point
off
of
the
attack.
charts.
The offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass.
Dog, you're not running.
Help them get some confidence, because
I'm
you can't
telling you
abandon the
this.
play calling
You're
right
not running on me.
Gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly,
28-16.
swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was
Please
good
be on the
recognition that
offense.
play to hold them to no gain.
Holding offense.
Yes. Yeah.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the
I'm
ball
about to
back.
fuck with him.
Good job declining that penalty.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. Past the 20.
I still got it, bitch. You fucking suck. You fucking suck. I did that shit on purpose.
And the Saints continue to roll. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first
I'm
half
done.
anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be
Oh my
plenty more
God.
before this game is over.
Society,
Let's
you
go
could
on the extra
body
point.
him
And a route is on here in this
easily.
first half.
Look at the score.
Let's now
42
kick
to
this
7.
one
And
away.
I haven't broken out any of my big plays. I break out my
This
big
is
plays
taken
in the
about
second
7
half.
yards deep. And
That's
no
where I run
run
away
back
with the
here.
game.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
And I'm doing as you can see, I'm doing random defensive plays. Yes, that is Vontae
They
Burfict.
had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
Bitch, where you going? Where you
Just a few
going?
times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one
Vontae
was swallowed
Burfict.
up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait
For the
and move
Bengals.
laterally.
Remember, he's the one that knocked out Antonio Brown
Didn't happen
with the
on that
headshot?
play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep
Yeah.
an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's incomplete as well.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the
Watch.
field. I feel
I'm about
like
to
things
fuck
are
with
starting
him.
to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
All right,
And the
so
Saints
I'm at my
will take
3-yard
over
line,
first
okay?
and 10 deep
I'm about
in
to
their
fuck
own
with him.
territory. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. Dances by him. The escapability in evidence there. Is that one good for 15 and a first?
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
And he can't find anywhere to go.
Come on, what is my offensive line doing?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Alert flare! Alert flare! Flare!
Okay.
Kill! Left! Get wide!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Fighting through pressure. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves
game
come
fucked up
in
the
for
play.
the stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
He's going to air one out. It's and he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Ah, dude, you're so fucking garbage.
55 yards. 2 minutes.
Even you gonna say, I got lucky.
We're back to New Orleans. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Shelling through the defense. And just a short gain that time as they're able to
I don't know how
down.
he didn't get in.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight.
And if you notice, he hasn't gotten past my 40.
Bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are pouring it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back.
And it's only the first half.
Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on second down is Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down. That's cool.
Yep.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And take it right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Oh, shit.
The ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Patrick Mahomes as the first half is winding down. And the Saints just continue to roll.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So it's halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to run now. It's a pickup of 16 there. It'll lead to
He's scared to run now. That's why he's running to the sideline.
It's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just
oh, look at him, society. He on a run.
This open, that's a good start for him.
16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Again, this is Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, the quarterback has to do it. Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practicing game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go try and get some bigger points on the board.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who Bennett?
He's got daylight. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. Yep. And they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Cam firing. He lost the football. It's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah,
I am.
The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Ready, blue 45.
Trying to run it in with Line, the fullback. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Luntz good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Luntz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll go on the ground. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Bitch, where you going? I read that shit.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on third down, Newton.
Wow.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of...
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Wide open receiver.
You're not getting away from me.
30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them.
Out of bounds, bitch.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vontez Perfect in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
Like, you're burning time for what? You're losing.
Now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70.
Really?
I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who has been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that
Me.
time.
You've got to know what's going on out there.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints just continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Slips past him.
Where'd he go? Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes going up top. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
We got 4.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Look at the spin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. A 23-yard run. And the Saints are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
To throw again, Chandler. And his pass incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has scooped.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He'll rifle this one deeply. This is taken in at the 5. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints just continue to roll. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Off play action. Chandler. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming
now everybody that thinks I'm making up these scores, I now have proof that you were there when I put up 100.
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
I think I have 3 picks and 2 fumbles.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It goes as a long
He said y'all can do league play GB's practice, and that's it.
A lot of teams call a cat blitz. You're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They're cohesive.
I wanted to fuck with him.
All game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game.
Oh, he defended that.
How we're going to leave
wow.
And get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Saints. 58 yards. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
He'll get it up the middle. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Yeah, I switched his jersey number.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. Smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third
Move my
down.
corner.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the intent.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Yep.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Looking long for Thomas. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Ten for 15, 492, 4 touchdowns. Rushing, 15 for 204, 6 touchdowns. 14 for 209, 3 touchdowns. 3 for 5 and 2 touchdowns. 1 for 3 and a touchdown. Receiving, 7 receptions, 345 yards and 2 touchdowns. 3 for 147 and 2 touchdowns. Look at that score. 21 in the first, 35 in the second, 14 in the third, 42 in the fourth. So Switzer, Greer, Ray. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. They had 5 turnovers. I know it was 2 fumbles. I know it was that. 3 picks.
I'm on your turf again. From the back of the I got a girl, Brett.
Look, I'm about to show you my team. This is how much work I put into them. Look at my quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Rosen. I just drafted him.
And they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jelly, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that had a fan.
What happened to who? Oh, he's hurt. I think he has a sprain or a partial ACL tear, I think. He's only out 3 more weeks. Yep. That's if it's a full tear.